going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Friday. It's Good Friday. It's Good News Day. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so ready for the show. So this one here, it was really cool. Here it is. It says, while building new industrial park, crew stumbles on remarkable 1,400-year-old ruins of Maya City. This is definitely interesting to me because this is my neck of the woods. And it is so weird because like walking around Cancun, you literally like see stuff like this just on the street. Like one time I was just on the street and I saw this guy sitting down on what seemed to be a bus stop, but it wasn't a bus stop. It was actually like a piece of pyramid or something because it was literally like that stone, and it was really old. And I was like, does that guy know that he's sitting on like a piece of something from the Maya? And he probably did, but I mean, it's just there's so much of it around here. It's just evolved into the city's infrastructure now. Okay, next story. This was a cool story about a very cool dude. This is the highlighted story for this week because I just loved it. I thought this was awesome. And I love, you guys know I like Lego. And so this was really cool. Guy finds lost wedding ring and delivers it to honeymoon couple using a Lego man with metal detector. Look how cute he is. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. So metal detectorists, who you guys know, I also love metal detector stories because it's just like, I don't know, I think it's fascinating. I like people who do this kind of stuff. A metal detectorist who found a newlywed's wedding ring on the beach surprised them by sending a picture of it being held by a Lego man. This one right here. Oh, it's so cute. 44-year-old groom Richard Wetter and his bride Anne arrived on the island of Jersey for their honeymoon last month, but Richard lost his wedding ring during a romantic stroll in Portlet Bay 2 days later. He says he took off his ring to go swimming and put it by his shoe. Unfortunately, as a newlywed, he wasn't used to owning such an item and forgot to put it back on. It was only when he got back to the car that he realized it was missing. The couple traveled back to their hotel and told the porter, who immediately contacted a local detectorist, Steve Andrews. Still, they thought the ring had been lost forever. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. For Steve, it took only 10 minutes to find the lost item. Steve marks his finds with a special picture of a Lego man. In fact, it's mini replica of himself, complete with a matching clothes and a little metal detector. He never charges for his work because he's a good human. The thing I enjoy most about detecting is reuniting people with their items, he says. I was delighted to find the ring. It was one of the quickest I've ever completed. The Lego man is just a nice thing to send to people. I find their item and take a photo as a sort of, I found it. I got it as a jokey present from my sister and it just stuck. Richard, who lives in Bristol, says, I'm really grateful for Steve. What could have been an absolute disaster turned into a valuable lesson learned with an amusing edge. And there you go. What a simple story, but what a hopeful one, and something that I just quite enjoyed. Next story. This is cool. Daredevil Granny, 103, sets world record for oldest skydiver. There she is. She's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool thing to achieve. And we're going to watch her story here. How cool is this? This is absolutely amazing.
Det var underbart att få göra det här som jag har tänkt länge på. Så vad som hände idag, det var så att jag hade räknat med. Ja, det kanske blir lite tårta och grejer när jag kommer hem.
Aw.
Det är möjligt.
There you go. So anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Okay, next story. This was really interesting. So this is it. It says 103-year-old comic describes what would happen if pocket telephones are invented. Over 103 years ago, English cartoonist and caricaturist W.K. Heselden did a strip on pocket phones. It was published in the Daily Mirror on March 5th, 1919. Heselden was known for being ahead of his time. According to Wikipedia, Heselden often lampooned social and technological trends of the time by making bold predictions about how the future would inspire, including fashion, camera phones, and feminism. The comic strip is titled "When We All Have Pocket Phones." So this is it says when we all have pocket phones here, and it says when running for a train, when your hands are full, and so that you see the pocket phone ting ting ting. Like that. And it's so funny. It's got like the little thing with the wire. When it's raining? Yes. Hello. Who's this? This is my favorite at a concert, and people are like, shh. And he's the awkward guy that everyone's like, turn your phone off, bro. Next story. This is also really cute. It's also about another old person who got to have their wish come true. 104-year-old woman is granted her lifelong wish of meeting a penguin. Okay. Next story. Son discovers his birth mom worked at the same hospital after searching for years. See, here's another one of those real life stories that you think to yourself, this could be a movie. Well, it is. It is just like a movie. Life is stranger than fiction. And sometimes it's just really interesting. An adopted child from Utah always wanted to meet his biological mother, but he never realized that she was only down the hall. Both working at St. Mark's Hospital in Salt Lake City, Benjamin Holleberg and his biological mother, Holly Sharir, were almost certainly in the building at the same moment, and they may have parked next to each other, even past each other in the hallways. It was always a dream to meet the woman he only knew as Holly, a person who his adopted parents never discouraged Benjamin from trying to find and meet. So he wrote letters, signed up with an adoption registry, and even took a DNA test in the hopes that the program's algorithms could potentially lead to a cousin or second cousin that could put him on the trail. Little did he know, Holly Sharir had never forgotten the child she put up for adoption as a young teenager. Yeah, most moms don't usually ever forget. He was always on my mind, more so on holidays and his birthday, roller coaster of emotions. 36-year-old Sharir told Good Morning America, I thought about him all the time. There she is with the baby boy. The Hollenberg family, Benjamin was adopted, sent photos and letters to Holly periodically. She also found Benjamin on Facebook. She kept her distance, not wanted to throw a wrench into what she saw as a rich and busy young adulthood. Eventually, though, Sharir sent a happy birthday message to Benjamin, which turned his world upside down. I was crying. It was all very positive emotions, he said. But to me, this is a day I had been waiting for the past 20 years of my life. And to imagine that it was finally happening was outrageous. It was a lot to take in. I bet that's crazy. Deciding that he had waited long enough, he immediately asked to organize a reunion and chose Red Robin Restaurant on the 21st of November as the time and place, as well as insisting the two bring the rest of their families. By then, Benjamin had discovered that he had a half-brother as well as a half-sister, so there was a lot of catching up to do. After a tearful introduction, Sharir and Hollenberg discovered that they worked in the same hospital. The former a medical assistant at the Heart Center, the latter a volunteer at the NICU. This led to regularly recurring coffee breaks between the two, which Hollenberg described as amazing. Hollenberg describes the whole process as very healing and encourages anyone looking to still meet their biological parents to keep up the search, adding that it feels he can begin to live the rest of his life. That's called closure. That's called closure, understanding your history, understanding where you come from. It's all such an important part of life. Love you guys. Everybody, you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for being here every week and just hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.